Welcome, my Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for April 2022. I am your reader. Mark-Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace, from a professional witch, available on Kindle, link in the description box, my legacy unless I write the next book, and creator on Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark-Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hey, I'm having so much fun with that. And if you are new to the channel, a 7-card draw is just one card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case a waning moon from full to new. So let's talk about this. It's not a timeless read. This is a specific timeline. You can certainly look back at old ones, because I do the 5-card draws for the waxing, the 7-card for the waning. So let's take a look at this specific astrological timeline. We're looking at the full moon in Libra on Saturday, April 16th, 2:54 p.m. Eastern. I'm in New York. And then we are looking at the releasing, the waning, the letting go, the alchemy, the forgiveness, the surrender, call it what you want, to the new moon in Taurus on Saturday, April 30th, 4:27 p.m. Eastern. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. It's the first time in a long time that I think we've had a full moon, all a waning moon cycle, all in 1 month. Usually I have to title it where it splits the month into 2. So let's get up in this gig. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get more information about the timeline we're about to look at, or a parallel thing going on, because we all have more than one thing going on, in order to clear some space for that new moon in Taurus, manifesting our life values in a more concrete way. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the best that I can to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can to help out my fellow earth signs, Virgo that I am. Shall we? Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, the higher selves of all involved, the spirit animals, totems, as well as the pantheon of all pantheons for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, using the Caroline Myss archetype deck, please. What is the dominant 8th chakra archetype hovering over their head, affecting all the chakras underneath it, their electromagnetic field, what they attract, what they repel, helping them to do the shadow work, the waning moon, letting go, releasing part of the cycle for this full to new April 2/2. Oh, this is in the title. You know it is. Oh boy, it's one of the 4 survival family archetypes, the victim archetype. Now don't freak, because every archetype is neutral. It is a scale of shadow to light, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, right? So this is where the shadow work is. Everybody has the child, the victim, the saboteur, and the prostitute. Sacred Contracts by Caroline Myss, MYSS. This is her deck, and she is a PhD. Trust me, Dr. Myss knows what she's talking about. I love her. So let's look at the shadow. This is the shadow work indicated, right? What you don't want to look at, or if you know about it, you don't want anybody to know. The shadow attribute, playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. I used to do it myself. We all do. But the second part of this, inability to maintain personal boundaries, that's how you overcome that. It really is. And what you are shooting for, the light attribute, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized. Stronger boundaries, or victimizing others. Because once we can get the unity part of it, that every victimizer has been victimized, and that we victimize people, you're a villain in somebody's story somewhere at some point, right? You're the villain, right? Victim-villain is another way of looking at it, perhaps. But you are shooting for the victor. Victory, as in the spoils of growth, I guess, go to the victor. Okay, here we go. This is about you surviving in the world somehow, right? So let's get the next 4 chakras down. The Daughters of the Moon Tarot will give us the crown, the third eye, the throat, and the heart read here. What's going on in your inside world, your feminine energy, your goddess energy, your second level of power, your interior world. Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my goddesses of earth, the sign of Taurus, powers of the north. Please, one card in clarity for the Taurus collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading. What is it they need to be aware of inside of themselves, inside of themselves? This is where the shadow work starts, right? That throat chakra choice to deal with the emotions, the thoughts, the spiritual beliefs that may need some upgrading, some alchemy. What do you got for them? What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? This full to new April 2022. You got a court card. You've got the Crone of Flames, Cerridwen, Cerridwen, I've heard it said different ways. That would be the Sagittarius energy, the Knight of Wands. Now, when it's a court card on the inside, this has more to do with you. Yes, there may be somebody mirroring this dynamic. They don't have to be a Sagittarius sun sign necessarily, but we are talking about mutable fire. So you have all of this mutable fire energy inside of you, the archer, the hunter, all of these flaming arrows of things that you want to do, right? Ninth house dynamic, spirituality, expansion, ruled by Jupiter, the gas giant. So there's a lot of thought driving these desires, but that, of course, can lead us to a lot of creative constipation, which means we've got all this creative energy inside of us, but we have to look at the next card, the lower 3 chakras, to see what's going on. And the masculine energy, fire is a masculine element, as is air. It's just how it is. I didn't make it that way. The feminine is water and earth. So this is this drive inside of you. I'm going to say throat chakra, fire element dominant. Let's keep going. Let's get the lower 3 chakras, the masculine energy. From the outside looking in at you. You from the inside looking out at someone, some person, place, or thing. Can be both of those things. But root chakra is tribal group dynamic relationships, including the entire human race, as well as your belonging to any clubs, like fan clubs, your family, your circle of friends, any situation, 3 people or more. Second chakra, one-on-one relationship to yourself and another person or thing. Money is all one energy field, right? Sex, creativity, addictions, all that kind of fun shit. Let's see what hits the table. Breathe. Oh, solar plexus, your relationship to yourself, your boundaries. I think that might be what this is. Your boundaries, your honor code, what you will, what you won't, what you do, what you don't, your survival intuition that only you get in the moment that, do you have the estimation to trust your gut? Breathe. Still point. This is coming through very strong. As I call upon my gods of earth, sign of Taurus, powers of the north, please, one card in clarity for the Taurus collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. Watching this video, receiving this readerino with the victim in the 8th chakra, which we all have to deal with. Every day we have to deal with that. That's an ongoing. But with that passion and fire and choices and decisions and maybe more arrows than availability to launch them. What's going on there? Help them with the shadow work. What do they need to be aware of? Lower 3 chakra dynamic. This full to new April 2022. Another fire card, but 3 of Wands. Loyalty. Waiting. Right? Getting your priorities in order, not the 2 of indecision. You've made the choice. Well, 2s are really more about choices than decisions, right? Stuck between 2 choices. You've made the choice, or you will. 3s are about initial foundations, right? A nice tripod you can build on. So you might very well be looking at what's important to you, right? What it is you will, you won't, you do, you don't. I also will say 3 of wands is sort of like the solar plexus chakra. You know, getting things in order, prioritizing. Here's my priority, the divine first, then me, then friends and family, then work. It's how I start my day. In prayer, make sure I get my coffee, shower, shave, make it all look pretty, check social media, text my mom, whatever, and then off to creativity land, drawing the Circle Productions president, creator, off I go. So there may very well be a reprioritization of what you value here. And don't forget your Taurus, second house, life values, fixed earth with a lot of mutable fire. This feels actually pretty good, you know? But the fear of being victimized is certainly an intuitive thing as well, right? Tune into that. Take that inside. So to bring all those together, we're getting you a Matt Kahn Healing Mantra card here. We're going to read it from the Bookie Book. We got 3 Bookie Books here. The Divine Animals Oracle, as well as the last card down, Blessed Be by Lucy Cavendish. This is a mantra to help you do the shadow work. Shall we? Oh, let's. Please take a nice deep breath. I'm having fun today, because I'm doing it during a waxing moon. Still point. Here we go. As I call upon the Ascended Masters General Assembly, this could be about anything, for the Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Please, what is the perfect healing mantra to help them with this shadow work? Victim in the 8th, Sagittarius, Curwidwin, goddess of... There's a myth worth reading. Be careful what you sip out of the cauldron. With that 3 of Wands on the outer, right? They're not quite embarked on the journey yet, but man, are they getting it together on the outer. What do you got for them? Perfect healing mantra. Make it specific for the majority of them out there watching this video, receiving this reading, this full to new April 22. Embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. Didn't even have to look at it, because this is one of the ones that I got from the last set of readings that I did, the new to full. Yeah, I write mine down and I work them, and I got them in crystals hanging in a pouch right behind my head. So I do this one every day. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. I wonder if Thorgy Thor gets a little tingle every time I do that. I think she should. Let me read it from the Bookie Book. Embracing worthiness. Considering I had a migraine yesterday, I'm feeling amazing. I feel amazing. Now, I will say, worthiness and self-esteem, worthiness and the victim archetype, that's a big deal, actually. Now that I come to think of it, let me read it for you. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. I'm telling you that personal experience. This mantra takes time, though. It's not a once and done. When worthiness dawns, you know that life has a bigger plan in store. Oh, hell yeah, it does. You are able to navigate the highs and lows of each moment, aware of a greater cosmic force at play. By the way, that doesn't mean you understand or get the whole picture. Who does? Well, the Dalai Lama might. I don't know him. I love him. I just don't know him personally. Worthiness grants you permission to honor all that you are and moves you in the direction that fulfills your deepest passions. Right on time. This mantra is ideal for feeling more joy, working through creative blocks, element of fire, and helping the body heal. Yes, which work. Good. Good. That makes so much sense with the victim archetype. Anybody dealing, well, all of us can be doing this every day. But it is a spiritual practice, not a spiritual jail sentence. Hard work. Enough of the spiritual busy work. You gotta be gentle with yourself. I know, earth signs, we're not always necessarily the best at that. So let's see what your higher selves have to say. Higher selves have all involved using the Whispers of Love Oracle. This is the game changer, the party turner, the party turnter, the teen to turnter. Because the romance card, the true love card, this one usually helps. Well, none of them suck, though. It is the Whispers of Love. It's not the Whispers of Womp Womp. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. as I call to the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, insight most needed for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, intending to do the shadow work with the victim archetype in the 8th, Kara Woodwin, the Crone of Flames, which is the Knight of Wands, mutable fire, Sagittarian dynamic, 3 of Wands on the outer, waiting, prioritizing, looking at their loyalty structure. They're being loyal to themselves, their own honor code here, embracing worthiness, feeling every cell of their body, and it feels amazing. What do you got for them, please, for my beloved Taurians, this full to new April 2022? You got the Don Henley card. It's time to get down to the heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what all this is about. I just felt some Taurian horns go, Somebody, who's zooming who? Who's zooming who? Forgiveness, right? There's more going on here than meets the eye. In other words, sometimes we can feel victimized by the stories we tell ourselves about what other people say, do, be, or have. And that's human. That is human. That is what the ego does. But the soul doesn't do that. The soul knows that it's all perfect and there's a plan in play. There is more than going on here than meets the eye. But to get to the heart of the matter probably really speaks more to the Sagittarius. Get in touch with those desires, that creativity, the things you want to create in your life. It's not all about pottery, right? It's not all about a product. Your own creative process. It feels like you are waning away blocks to this by getting to the heart of the matter. Call upon your own higher selves. They know better than anybody else. Except maybe for the source itself, right? Speaking of which, let's talk to your spirit animals and totems. They're not technically the same thing. It serves for the Divine Animals Oracle, because if you're going to do some shadow work, some shamanic descent, some dark night of the soul, get a speed pass for the river Styx. Do what you gotta do and come back. Let's see what the oracle message is. Stacey DeMarco, if you ever watch this, I love your work, and we're gonna have to use the magnifying glass because micro nano font sounds like a New Age tarot card. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, should we do the internet tarot? Yikes, no thanks. Swipe left, hard pass, breathe. Trust me, you want me to take the time shuffling. You want the right card to hit my hand. Still point. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems from my beloved Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading, please leave the card in my hand. Who walks with them, who flies with them, who swims with them, who crawls with them, giving the protection, the guidance, the grace, the love, wisdom, and power needed to help the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign do the shadow work, victim in the 8th, Sagittarius on the inner, 3 of Wands on the outer, embracing worthiness and getting to the heart of the matter, which sounds an awful lot like shadow work to me. This, full to new, April 2022. You got the swan! Well, swans. I live on Long Island. Trust me, I have a relationship with swans. They can be mean and big and scary, but not so much here. Beauty. B to the E to the A to the U to the T-Y. Beauty. Card number 20. This is definitely a myth here. I'm not sure exactly which one. We've got a woman blindfolded, wading waist deep in water, with a swan eating a bubble out of her hand. Maybe that's happening for you. It's not really happening for me, but I'm not a Taurus. Let's keep it light, folks. These are shadow reads. I know exactly how far I can push the general public. I'm going to read you the first part and the last part. The first part is a verbal description, telling you the energy. The last part that I'll read here is the magic. But, they've got the myth in here. the Greek god of love. Oh, it's about Apollo's mother Leto getting impregnated by a swan, Zeus, and yeah. Breathe. Card number 20. Swan, looking like a man. Beauty. Beauty is all around us if we care to observe it. The natural world provides so much of it. However, remember, beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first and know yourself. Look for the beauty in the situation. Ask, and your questions will be answered. Our inherent beauty is both eternal and shared, meaning that the core of who we are as one, as source, truth is beauty, beauty is truth. That is all there has ever been and all there ever will be. Something like that, if I remember the poem correctly. It's pretty powerful, my Taurians. The magic. Swan magic is pure and graceful. It is perfect to use for love workings, even loving oneself, I would think. And also when you wish to find more beauty in our world. Everyone could do with a bit more beauty in their lives. Absolutely. And sometimes it is that thing of looking back, shadow work, right? Looking back at the past and going, you know, in order for me to become who I was born to be in this life, think about this. In order to become who I was born to be, life couldn't have been any other way. And now I look back, it sucked, but it's beautiful. Right? Something can be beautiful doesn't mean necessarily it's enjoyable from that POV, from that altitude. Neat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are already at our last card down. Blessed Be by Lucy Cavendish, the mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower. This is the hidden blessing. The gold hidden within the lead of alchemy. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold on the periodic table. So you do the shadow work. This is what's waiting for you at the end, if all goes well, in a general read. You want a private reading, by the way? There's a link in the description box. A video here on YouTube, Booking a Reading with Mal, explains everything for you, just like Clarissa. Last card down. Breathe. Still point. As I call upon the pantheon of all pantheons, every tradition, lineage, and culture, please, for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the hidden blessing? Already there, like a radio station transmitting. They're just not quite at that frequency yet. They can get there if they are willing. So please, tell us, end this reading perfectly, specifically for the Taurus Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, and when this card hits the table and I read it from the bookie book, give it to them both barrels for their well-being and for the well-being of all. Doing the shadow work this full to new April 2022. This one. I don't know what you are. I don't want to know what you are. This is the one they want. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you with beauty. A gift, a blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She is all in. She looks like she's watching that bath scene from The Witcher. If you know what I'm talking. She's like, oh, Henry. Oh, Henry. Oh, Henry. Unless you're literary, that's not going to make sense. I believe it was also a candy bar. Let me read this for you. I'm telling you, we're having fun with these. I know what's going on planet Earth, but look, you do the shadow work. This is helping the people in the Ukraine. This is helping everything. We're all one. You do you, and you're helping all of us. Card number 7. Let me read this. As I said, we do these for realsies here on the Drawing the Circle Productions YouTube channel. The torch of Archangel Ariel in my hand. Last time I'm going to say it. Breathe. Unless I say it again. Still point. Card number 7. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. A blessing to assist you in making the most of all your senses and in appreciating them. and thus enhancing their beauty, Swan, within your life. May you be blessed with a keen, sensual appreciation of the natural world and all that it has gifted to you through the senses you have been so very blessed to receive. May your two eyes see far, take in the beauty, Swan, of the world. May they open upon days of joy and close on deeds well done. May the color and the shapes of the world be visions of delight to you, and may you find beauty in the pavement and in the tar, in the stone forests of the cities. May you be given mountains to gaze upon, seas of blue and azure to be reflected within your eyes, green fields and wildflowers to delight you with all the beauty that there is. May you find this beauty within your own form and gaze upon yourself with satisfaction and knowledge that the universe has created a unique moment of wonder within you. May your lips taste wild honey, your tongue find pleasure in the food on your table, and may the meals of your life be sensual delights, enriching the marvel that is your body, fueling you to greater good health. This is so Taurus. Just like so Raven, this is so Taurus. May the texture and delights and sensations of taste be taken slowly, without greed or hurry. And when you are satisfied, let you give thanks to the natural world for its offerings to you, the earth's child. May your skin sense the world about you and within you, touching those with comfort, nurturing, soothing, and the healing of human touch will be yours. Let all those whose touch return that gift, and may the exquisite sensitivity of the body transport you, yet never devour you. Woof. May your ears be blessed with the sounds of all the wild world, the whisper of trees speaking with each other, the bird song at each change of season, the sound of speech that is beautiful, truthful, and pleasing, the rich silence of nature that allows you to know yourself so deeply. For the well-being of all, with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. Makes sense. Do the alchemy into victory. Getting your passion, your creativity in gear there, that mutable fire. Getting your priorities in order. Checking your self-esteem boundaries and all of that stuff so that you can embrace worthiness, filling every cell of your body. And it feels amazing getting to the heart of the matter. You have a lot of power here. And perhaps finding in there great beauty. And in order to be who you were born to be, life couldn't have happened any other way. That is a shadow work thing for sure. And that brings to you a blessing on your senses that gift this world to you so that you can see perhaps the unity, the purpose, the plan, and how beautiful you actually truly are. You couldn't ask for a more Taurus-based read, honestly. So did you like it? Like it, hit the thumbs up. Want more of me here? Subscribe on YouTube. You want to come play? Come play Treon on Patreon. I'm doing a lot of cool stuff there that no one else is going to see anywhere else but Patreon. But no, it's not OnlyFans. Sorry. Not sorry. That's not my gig, although you never know. So thank you so much for watching, and seriously wishing you all the very best and the very, very blessed of the shadow work. Want a private read? You know how to do that too. Link in the description box. I love you, my bulls. Have at it. Hail. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.